Hi, my name is Joseph Medina, and this will be my observation and analytical evaluation of an organization. SNC Electrical was founded in 1911 by Conrad and Schweitzer. They patented the new equipment called switchgears and interrupters that would essentially prevent blackouts by having this smart grid. From what they started to now, we now have switchgear boxes around the world, and we are able to see each active switchgear box using the internet, and we could easily troubleshoot all our equipment and send out quick response teams to make sure that if there is a blackout, it's for as little time as possible. While observing throughout the company, I saw there was a lot of different appearances. But like I've said before in many discussions, that my job is like a small city. Everybody has different jobs. Everybody wears different things. We have our leadership that wears their suits and ties. Then you have our engineers where they wear their khakis and button-up shirts with their boots. Then you could go down to the shop floor where in some cases you see team members in joggers and t-shirts and with their boots on. Where in some cases I wouldn't suggest the joggers part. The t-shirts, I wouldn't say look too unprofessional because they're constantly getting dirty. But as for joggers, I feel that as a professional point of view, they should at least wear jeans as an assembler. It's actually more safer. You're dealing with sharp objects, powered tools. So, in a sense, that would probably be the only thing I'd change. But I would say, for the most part, that the team members, well, all employees on the campus wore the appropriate clothing for their department. Going through the company, I could easily see that the company is a company of control, where you have the leadership, supervisors, team members, and authority trickles downward like that. We always see new policies being implemented from certain situations that not necessarily people getting caught doing something that they're not supposed to, but it's something that people see over time and is always kept record of. In the sense of control, I believe from what I've saw that the company likes everybody to do what is required of their job, and that's it. As a quality control inspector, I check parts, I measure things, and that's it. I don't operate any intense machinery. I don't hang anything of intense labor. I just check the parts. Now, if there was an instance where I was doing something I wasn't supposed to, or wasn't in my job description, I could possibly get a write-up or a verbal warning letting me know that if something was to happen to me while doing that task, the company wouldn't be liable for it because I was doing something that wasn't in my job description. And in a sense, I kind of think that's not a great way to run a company because it kind of disables that feeling of wanting to do things without being told, that empowerment feeling, that initiative feeling. Whereas in a case where you feel more open to that, it's okay to make a mistake here and there as long as you learn from it. You're more wanting to take that initiative in the sense of if you make, on this other hand, if you make a mistake that possibly injured you for a day or two, the company will not be liable for it, so therefore you lose 2 days pay because you wanted to do something out of your job description. But on the upside, the mission and the vision and the guiding principles of the company is very clear and straightforward. For example, the vision is to empower people to transform the grid. So for me personally, that speaks to me. Is they want to create new things for problems that have not been solved. Not only necessarily for electrical grid, but for everything in the world. I've seen projects always out there in the company that have nothing to do with the electrical grid. As to if I fit well in with the company, I like to think I fit in wherever I go. That's just the type of person I am. I adapt really well. That's partly because from being in the military. So I do think I fit in, but in the sense of, would I make this my career forever job? I would make the company my career forever company, but as to my profession, no. I like quality. It's easy. Well, the section of quality control I do is pretty easy. I wouldn't mind getting into more of the quality engineer, whereas we're coming up with new processes to check new things. That would be more challenging to me. So in the case of where this actual section that I'm in of quality is too easy for me, no, I wouldn't want to be there. I don't think I fit in there. And also I'm planning to major in IT, so that's my goal, is to go to IT in the company. So I do fit into the company. I do fit into the culture. And the reason why I believe so is my work ethic, my ability to follow when needed and take initiative when needed. Now, today's day and age, you have supervisors that have been working in companies like my own for years, 20, 30 years, that are looking to retire soon. Because of this, they want to know that when they leave, that their position is going to be taken by a well-deserved individual that they taught, not just someone that just came in, flashed a degree, and said, I'm in charge. I've learned a lot by working in a company like this and being in this class, whereas when it comes to understanding different styles of management, understanding different people's perspective of these styles. So it's easier for me to not necessarily agree with a supervisor, but understand where some supervisors or some leadership have their perspectives on certain things. So in that sense, it helped me a lot.